Good evening, everyone. Hidden, how are you?
Good evening. I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm good. I think I'm just gonna enter a short myself. Um, Anything interesting this last week? I think you said you want to talk about Toby. I guess we can probably go right into that. Well, I'll give it a few minutes for people to get in. Actually, why I'm saying that.
Yeah. How about you do a quick recap on everything that we normally do a recap on?
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a whole lot out there. I've been away for a couple of days, so I haven't even caught myself up on what's going on. Nugget, we're still doing a thing. I am looking at some things to help with hidden with um, Marcelo to try and kind of speed the recovery process up a little bit without risking anything. So we're looking into a few things with some bot firms and some bots that I have access to now. So we're going to play around with that. Other than that, the bots I'm using are going well. Jatbot, obviously, we had the last recovery. I am going to set up a live account. I'm in the middle of doing it, but it's taking a lot longer than I hoped. Somewhat due to my delays because of my hand and a few other things making things take a little longer. Simply had their launch. I think they did pretty well. I do have a giveaway to do with that, which I've kind of dragged my feet on. And a few people in my Discord are unhappy with that. And I kind of told them where to go because they're just freeloaders that are looking for free money. So many of my community members aren't caring whether I take a few extra days to do a draw or not. So we'll hopefully have the draw for that. Maybe as early as tomorrow if I get some. Actually, no, tomorrow's not going to work. Probably next week, to be fair, because I'm a little bit nutty this week because I was gone for 2 days. So what else? Flex, actually, I haven't even looked at it in a little bit. Fiverr's obviously still doing its thing. I have seen some influx of stuff. I'm just compounding while we go through this, while we have a few payouts. So I'm compounding all my stuff. If anybody has not looked at their Fire in a while, there are some people with some pretty large amounts that they've done nothing with, so the money's kind of just sitting there. So it would be helpful if anybody happens to be watching this that's in that. Please make sure you go in and compound. If you don't want to compound, that's fine, but at least do something with the funds that are sitting there, just so you're not wasting your own money and for growth opportunities. So yeah. Other than that, I think, am I missing anything?
Let's see. Anything with the pack, trading pack?
We're finishing off, like we're in our last kind of couple of weeks of the last course. It actually went really, really well. We had a lot of, this is our first time charging for it, right? Because at first we offered everybody the ability to do it for free, and I offered that to my community. Unfortunately, we got a lot of people that were not as engaged as they needed to be to make a good benefit out of it. So the cool thing is this time we actually charged for it, and we've gotten more people in who have stuck around from start till finish. And the reviews are coming in, like everybody's loving what we're teaching them and what we're going through. So it's adding a lot of value. So we're looking forward to the next course. So yeah, we're finishing off the next 3-4 weeks tops, and we'll be on to the next segment. So it was really, really well received. A lot of fun doing it this time too, because of the engagement. It makes it a lot more interesting for even random Austin and I. So it's been pretty sweet in that sense. So yeah, no, very, very good. Thank you for mentioning that. I forgot about that.
Of course.
So other than that, we have a few people that have come in. So the welcome guys, if you guys have any questions, there is a couple of comments. It looks like the usual. Oh, sorry. You're an hour late dailies. So Paul, no, we've been doing the hour earlier for a while now, but you're right. Yeah, we did. It's been since the summer, I guess. We kind of moved a little earlier just to kind of, I don't know, it was after my little one goes to bed, so it's just easy for me. So we'll probably keep this time and gets us done earlier because I'm waking up at 5:30 in the morning with the pack trading. So this kind of worked out quite well for that. So any other comments, though, guys? Do put them in the chat. How about you? Anything else on your end?
No, not really. Other than what I really wanted to talk about coming up here is Toby and some movement we've been seeing in the community the past couple of days, actually, and it's going to be pretty exciting once everything comes together.
Nice.
So for anybody who doesn't know, Toby was airdropped by the dev called Toad God back in March of last year to like 1.4 million wallets on the base chain. He spent several $1 million doing that. since then, excuse me, he's had 2 NFTs, Taboshi 1 and Taboshi on Zora, both of which now you can only get through secondary markets. And in Taboshi's case, it's actually also a coin. He created a new type of token hybrid NFT where you can actually swap one full Taboshi for a NFT and then vice versa. So right now you can only buy fractions of a Taboshi via the coin. Whereas when it first came out, we were able to mint full Taboshi for 35 cents, I believe it was. Then last month, I think it was the 17th, if I remember correctly, we got Patience, the new token called Patience. Let me share.
It's an interesting token. I'm surprised we haven't had one called that before.
Me too. Let me share the screen real quick.
Yeah, sorry. Let me go back over there. Where'd my thing go?
So the prelude to Patience was Coinbase's new app, the TBA, the base app.
Yep.
Had a special reveal on YouTube one night, and we saw this posted by Toad God the night after the bloom, and then 24 hours later, almost exactly, we got this page here for Patience. It's incredible what this one, well, we don't know exactly if it's one or if it's a team, but Toad God has done. I mean, he's thought this all out. I don't even know how long. Like I said, a year ago, we got Toby, and then Taboshi came, and then in July on 17th, we got the Patience token, which is also locked away in what's called a Sabler contract. Let's see if we can find that real quick. Not a lot of people have heard about it before. Basically what it is, it's a vesting out of a certain amount of tokens. Let me see if I can. Is it sharing? Yes, it is. Perfect. Yep. So we were told about this program, I guess you could say, where I think it was like 1,700 people got these what are called vaults, 1,200 and some odd patients per vault, and only looks like 547 people actually claimed it, which is crazy to me. Free money, and you don't even claim it.
Yeah, well, people don't know about stuff nowadays, right? Like everybody's been so far out.
Yeah, I mean, this year has been really wonky as far as anything crypto related goes. Yeah. But the whole idea behind this is on the 4th of September, people will get 99% of their vault released to them. And then from that day forward for the next, I think it's 3 years, 2-3 years, they get a trickle of patients. I think it's like 1.9 or 1.4 patients per day. After that point, we don't 100% know how much of the patients we're going to need. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be whatever is, released daily from the vault, just based on what Toad God has done in the past. Nothing's really just been random. Everything has happened for a reason.
Yeah.
So it's a linear distribution after September 4th. And then
the website?
It's called Sabler. The window to claim has since passed.
Gotcha.
So out of that 1,854 people, only 547 claimed, and the rest of the patients all went into another wallet, which he calls the Mercy wallet, I believe it's what it's called. So it's, and as we've seen, I was going to get into again, the last 2 days, we've been getting more airdrops from them for Toby. The first day was 77,777,777, which, if you have been following the Toad lore, is very, very big in the lore, as far as the numberology goes on that.
Okay.
And then yesterday, I believe it was yesterday or today rather, we got another set of airdrops. We don't know what the numerology for these ones are. It seems like it's all over the place. Some people are getting 100 million. Some people are getting 80 something million. So we're still trying to work that out. And about 2.5 hours ago now, he also started airdropping patients. This is all leading up to what we're all suspecting to be what's called Sato Swap, which is going to be the DEX for TobyWorld. We're all pretty sure that this is going to be the main DEX for Coinbase, because Toad God, TobyWorld, and Jesse, the founder of Base, not Coinbase, but Base, everything's been intertwined so far, coming up to this point. So it's a safe bet to say Sato Swap is going to be the force behind everything for the Base app, whether straight up announced or kind of in the background. It's definitely going to play a role. And then we have one more, what are called runes. So Toby's a rune, Toboshi's a rune, and Patience is a rune. We're waiting on the fourth rune to appear. Once that does, then TobyWorld is going to be revealed as to exactly what it is. I just implore everybody, I'm going to put this in the private chat here, to go take a look at that page, and just start buying what you can of the three main tokens right now. It's funny, I got my parents into crypto through Toby, because I've been talking to them about it for a while now, and last week they both just started kind of getting interested in it. My mother is super ecstatic now because I had set up a wallet for her when this all first started.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's been getting the airdrops too. So she's like, "Oh my God, I'm getting free money," which at the goal of Toby, which is 100 billion market cap, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars per airdrop here, which is pretty insane.
Wild. And how do you get in the air? I mean, obviously, we all these dreams come up quite often, so everybody beware, obviously. But I mean, it's free stuff, so I mean, if it doesn't work out, then whatever, it is what it is, I guess. How do you get the airdrops from this?
So far, it's been random. We have theories about who, what, where, why.
Oh, it's just holders of tokens, so you can just kind of buy whatever, and you might get something kind of thing.
That's what we're thinking right now. We're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But from there, yeah. Like I said, go read through the lore, follow. Let me get his handle. To God. How do I copy? Copy linked.
Hey, 7 Pint.
That is that. So go to the toadgod.xyz, read the lore, follow toadgod1017 on X. He posts different lore bits and pieces, and he's the one that everybody's following. He's the dev. He's the one that's driving this crazy train.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
Something different and something a little more exciting than most of the space. So I guess something
Oh God, yeah.
to play around with.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we get some questions about it that we can kind of try and deep dive into.
There you go. 7 Plank coming to hang out. Good day, sir. We did kind of do a quick chat about the bot. I am trying to get a live account set up, which will hopefully help showcase it a little bit more than the props, because the props don't seem to work as well as I'd hoped with it. And we got a few people, looks like, from the Toad gang. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining in. I did post your comments earlier on the chat to show off you're here. Yeah, we do this weekly. Hidden and I, we just go over stuff, kind of just do updates on what's going on in the crypto world. Sometimes we do trades. I did take a short, which is doing all right now. We're getting a little bit of a dump in the market on MNQ. And other than that, we've just been talking about Toby for a few minutes. So yeah.
Toby and TobyWorld.
There you go.
Can't wait to see what TobyWorld's about.
Can you talk about Toad Gods? So this is more a question for you, sir, because I don't know any of this stuff yet, but I will take a peek over the next couple of days when I get some time. You talk about Toad Gods, diagrams, and flywheel.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to share the screen again.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Come on. There we go.
So as you can see, we've been informed of 4 pieces to this so far. Toby, which is the main token. Patience, which we just got introduced to. Taboshi, which, as we've been able to conclude from here, is something you're going to pair with either Patience or the next rune that we're going to be given, which will then multiply our yields from Toby and Sato swap.
Gotcha.
We know Sato is going to be there's going to be Sato swap, but there's also another Twitter account called Sato AI. We're kind of on the thought path that Sato AI is going to be obviously an AI agent. That's more than likely going to be able to kind of run this flywheel, so to speak, of TobyWorld and all the different parts to it. Big thing I should say is you need patience to have access to what are called lore land deeds. Again, we're not 100% sure on what that is, but it's an NFT that you're going to need to be able to get what's called a gold token. We're guessing it's Bitcoin. So the fact that this is going to be based on base, but you're going to be getting hopefully what we're surmising is Bitcoin yield from it.
Interesting.
So this is going to be huge, especially once the Bitcoin maxis start finding us that we're getting Bitcoin yield.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to say the least, because there's 420 trillion Toby. Of that 420 trillion, 70% was airdropped out to everybody.
Okay.
So that leaves what, 20%, 30% left to be able to be purchased. I think 10% of that is in the LP. So we're coming up very quickly on supply shock for Toby. Patience is only 7.7 million tokens. And like 80 or 90% of that is stuffed away in the vaults. So that's coming up on supply shock real quick as well. Taboshi, there's only like 1,800 of. And that's, again, coming up on a supply shock as well. It's going to get to the point where fractions of Taboshi are going to be, thousands of dollars. I can't wait for that.
I would be also happy with that because I think I have a bunch of Toby.
Yeah.
Kind of nutty.
What in particular did you want to talk about, SMH? Because as you can see, also Patience is going to give us access to, I believe it's going to be either a government token or Patience itself is going to be the DAO token. Because the whole plan for TobyWorld is once it's set up, once it's running, once we get everything running correctly, Toad God's going to step away and leave it in our hands.
Interesting.
So it should theoretically at some point become a self-sufficient flywheel. As long as, those of us in charge of it are doing right by TobyWorld. So it's going to be fun.
Very cool.
Very fun. A forever decentralized community project, just a meme for the people. I can barely read that. And then I still don't know what this is a proof of. I'm thinking probably proof of time.
Yeah, I would guess that. I was looking at that myself, kind of wondering too. But I'm thinking, yeah, proof of time probably would make sense.
It could also be like a proof of trust, though. I wonder how that would work.
Well, trust would just be holding the token, I guess, and that's your proof. But interesting. Good day, Chris. Well, while Chris is here, since he's part of the pack trading group, I'll post up this trade that I just took. He knows about the am I sharing my? Did I share?
Yes, you are. Yep.
So I'm in this. Actually, I'm in it with two accounts. I took a little bit larger scale position with this one, and we're about to hit hopefully my first TP, and then the other one I'm going to put probably more around here. But it's using the gunship. I shared the wrong screen. Actually, I wanted to share my. Because I took it also on a different account, but I want it on my trading view, because trading view is where trading view not showing up window. Let's just do that. So trading view, I'm actually taking it on a certain account over here as well. So this one's just gonna be a one and done if it hits the overall TP, because this account I can only make about $300 a day, I think. But yeah, took this. This is a gunship. So this is a move, something Austin created. It takes various moves throughout the day. We're actually going to be there's an algo being created for this, so a trading bot type of thing. So looking forward to that. It'll only be accessible by pack traders. So the neat thing about this is while you're doing your own trading, you can take the emotions out and use this as an algorithm, which will trade these moves for you. And we've done a lot of back testing, and all that stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't fight Pelton. I'm not really sure. That's a weird question, but whatever.
Very strange question.
Yeah. Random, but that's okay. He'd probably beat me because he's a little more jacked than I am. So, but nor would I ever fight anybody, because there's no reason for that in the world. There's enough fighting going on around the world to make up random silly fights. Yeah, so anybody that wants to come in and take a look at that, the boot camp, we're going to have our next session coming up. We talked about that a little bit. The next session is going to be coming probably sometime in September, and that's going to be pretty sweet. So if you have not, if you've ever had any inclinations or desire to start trading, definitely give this a chance. It's $100 for 3 months, or 2 to 3 months basically. We set up teams. It's getting more and more organized every time we do it. Like this one here, we've gotten a lot of great feedback on the changes we've made, and looking really forward to going into the next rendition of that. So excited for that. A lot of data driven analysis on how we go through the trading process. So a lot of really good things in that sense. And I'm going to stop this because I'm at $300. I wasn't sure. Oh, there we go. It hit for me. Yay. So yeah, nice successful live trade there. Quite the nice dump towards that. And it pretty much hit our median excursion there to the tick. So and which means both of these trades. So there's two different trades in here that both were pointing in the same direction, which is why I was pretty confident in this trade. And yeah, it worked out quite well. I could have held it for longer than I did on my other two accounts. I've taken profit on the other two, but just wanted to, yeah, so they've taken profit there. I'm going to move this to break even now that I have $234 of profit. And on the other account, I think I have a little less, yeah, 161. But I run these ones on the 15-minute chart. But yeah, really nice short there off of the market open. Basically just recapturing some of the market open. And that's why I moved this down here. Is I might just move this to right about here because we got that with no wick. And that one I'll keep down there. Okay, cool. So that was a nice trade. Yield node. I don't even know about yield nodes. I never even got into yield nodes. I didn't believe in it. I didn't think it was a good play. So yeah, I don't know. But if you're in yield nodes, then I'd probably go research somewhere wherever anybody's talking about that. Like I said, unfortunately, we got screwed by everything in crypto because nobody was legit in crypto. But yield nodes was not something I got into. But I made my own, just like all of us, made our own mistakes in crypto and got into things that screwed people. And it is what it is. We all have to live and learn, and that's why I'm trading now. So, but thanks for coming out. I'll stop sharing that screen. Anything else on your end, sir?
No, unless we get some other real questions.
Yeah, that's it. And I agree with Chris. Chris also was in yield nodes, I believe. I know he was in the crypto space with me back in the day, and yeah, I would count it as a loss as well. I think everybody from pretty much every project from the last bull run has probably ran away in the most part. There's a few people that are still around, like, Nuggets, we came afterwards. But yeah, Kyle, you're not the only one. I lost mine on a whole bunch of different things other than yield nodes. And I'm hidden. You've lost a bunch. And
Right.
I don't think any of us got out of the last bull run unscathed, except for the people that got in early, got out quick, and played it clean. But it is what it is. It's a shitty environment. I'll probably get back into some crypto when the bull run actually comes. I'm in some stuff still now, like with Nugget, and I still haven't done it yet. I got to put some stuff into Dex that AJ's running because that's doing quite well there. But yeah, no, unfortunately, you are not alone, Kyle. We have shared all our stories together. Hidden and I, as well as everybody else that I know. I don't know of any of us that have not had unfortunate stories about the crap that we've went through in crypto and all our warrior wounds. So it is what it is. Anything else? We've been kind of keeping these to half an hour to 45 minutes. We kind of hit that mark. We took a trade live that went well for me. And Toby, I don't know, I might give that a little bit of a whirl. I have some Toby from, I guess, airdrops that we got in the past. And base definitely is going somewhere, so I might throw a few bucks in those other tokens. So yeah. Kyle, I don't know what that, like, if you want to have some real conversations, I'm happy to do so. But I mean, we've all tried different things in this space. We all try and do different things to try and create passive income for everybody. Some things work, some things don't. It is what it is. But by all means, any real questions, go ahead. But otherwise, man. Then, sorry, Chris. Oh, BOS. What was that one? I remember BOS. Yeah, there's so many of them. There's like I said, I don't know if there's pretty much anything that launched in that bull market that survived, right? Like, we all went through so many passive income plays, so many bots, so many Forex bots, and this, that, and the other thing. Nothing survived. And then now we have a few things that seems to be working, but who knows if those things are going to survive. Hell, Pack of Finance raised a shit ton of money, and now they're locked up for a bit. They say they're going to have some things come up, but they're obviously running as a Ponzi, which is unfortunate. And I told Scott, the investor, back when it happened. Oh yeah, Blue Ocean. Yeah, I never got into that one either. I felt like a lot of those plays, Chris, and I know, yeah, you were in Pelton's group, I think, but a lot of those plays were, I felt you needed to have big money to get into them, so I avoided a lot of them, which was kudos to me. But then I also got into a whole bunch of other shit that lost money. So Flex is about the only thing that's also still surviving from back then and doing well. So Yeah, I mean, I'd love to say that SMH, and I mean, I personally hope that something will be, but I mean, we've all heard that story, right? And I'm not trying to condone or go against Toby. I mean, I trust Hidden to find some stuff that's going to be good for us, but unfortunately, like everything back in the day, it was the same kind of stories, right? We all got really bullish. So I don't like telling anybody, hey, yeah, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be the best passive income. I won't say that anymore about anything. And it's no offense to those things. It's just we have to keep real, right? Like, I mean, even to think about Toby, the token becoming, what are you saying? Like, what's some of the price points that are being quoted?
The goal is 100 billion market cap.
Which would put the price of the token at what?
I'm not sure off the top of my
Okay,
head.
yeah, there's a calculator that'll do that, but I mean, you look at it right now, it's at 0.00000 whatever, right? Like, even for it to make it to a penny would be insane growth. Because I'm sitting on 295 million. I'm sure that's not a lot compared to some people, because I think I only got them for free. But so, Kyle, please don't hold. I know that's a joke, but Jesus, I would not hold any hope for Safe Moon or anything safe. I do appreciate the joke if that's what you're doing there. Cravata, I forgot. I never got into Cravata either. That was pre when I got in. Like, I think that was hitting its peak when I got into crypto.
Magic internet money, a big thing too.
Yeah. Meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, not holding my breath for. Well, I'm not holding my breath for pretty much anything. The only thing the only thing that's done well for me is Flex, and that's what brought us to doing these blockchain after hours, actually. And it's been slow, rightfully so. Like but it's real investments, so we're not talking crypto stuff in that one. So that's why I like it so much, because we're not relying on magic internet money. Stablecoin. Number 3. Yeah, so many stuff. And hey, Black. Sorry, you said hi and I didn't say hi back. Hello. Any other questions? I don't know. I'm going to take a little further look into Toby. Obviously, I have some of the Toby tokens, but I don't have any of the other ones in the ecosystem. So it might be worth throwing a few bucks into those just to see if it does do something, because there's lots of...
Yeah.
I must admit, Base has been throwing a lot of... I don't even know if any of these are real. Are you getting a bunch of... Because I just looked at my wallet now, and I've got all these other... I mean, obviously, Bento's an old school one, but there's Based USA and Swole and...
Yeah, most of it is crap.
Yeah, I just don't usually... My wallet doesn't usually get... Like, usually, Rabby is good at cycling through them, so I don't usually see new tokens, even though tons of them are constantly on there. But Based, all of a sudden, I've got these other tokens that I don't recognize, but I'll never touch them anyways. But I would not doubt that. That I wouldn't doubt. I mean, you got to create hype for things, right? And what better way to create hype than to have all this kind of lore and secretive behind it? I mean, that's what made Bitcoin what it was, right? Bitcoin had a whole bunch of stuff behind it too. I mean, a simpler version, but of being the next big thing. So I'm glad I took profit on my trade, because it's going the opposite direction now, which I could have expected, but I'm okay with that because I took my profit. Oh, it's still halfway. That's not even that bad, actually. I didn't even... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's about to hit my stop loss now. But that's okay. I made some profit. So, yeah. Stable Swap. Stable Swap's another one that kind of... That was actually doing so well, and I was actually, like, making some pretty good passive income on that one. I luckily did pull some stuff out, so I broke it even on that one. But that one, I don't know what's going on right now with that one. They're still saying things are going to happen, and still no word from Peppermint. Like, so ridiculous, some of this stuff.
That's what I was going to ask. Peppermint
project. Yeah, both of those went down at the same time, Stable Swap and Peppermint. So it makes me feel that they were both fairly entwined, which sucks. So starting up a mirror chain project, but no idea. Yeah, who knows, eh? Like, everybody's got all the ideas, but everybody's just holding on to our freaking money, which is awesome. So yeah, trust no one. Yeah. Anything else from you, sir?
No.
There you go. So anybody that wants to take a peek at Toby if you desire. These again, as you guys all know who have been here anyways for a while, none of this stuff is we get paid diddly squat for anything we do here. We're just chilling. So none of it's none of it's what's the word I'm thinking of? Paid advertising or nothing. Like all this stuff, we're just shooting the shit about crypto stuff as it hopefully starts reigniting itself. But right now it's still, I mean, it's been what we've had pretty much a year of kind of blase dead zone now, at least, if not more.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We'll probably see some stuff happening after October, but we will see. Pardon me, sorry. I've been away chilling for a couple of days and then obviously not quite caught up on my sleep, it seems. So yeah, other than that, we might be doing some live trading with the Pack TV sometime soon, so we might start that up soon. Where we'll actually be doing some stuff free publicly to try and grow the brand, just to help people find us better. But like I said, if you have a thought about trading, then come and join me in the Pack and take our training course, which is pretty in depth. So looks like there's a retracement for BTC. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a couple of days because I've been away. So should see. Do I have my BTC chart up here? No, I do not. Yeah, I'll have to take a look later. So yeah, and I think I'm out of my trade, I presume now. I'm gonna go check that out. I think it probably tagged me out. Yeah, but 200 on one account, 250 on one account, and 172 on the other account. So that's not too shabby to start those ones up. So, other than that, I guess have yourselves a great rest of your day. As always, if you guys have anything you want us to have a look in, and if things start kind of getting a little more exciting, don't hesitate to DM Hidden or I, and we'll have a look at it before we go live next week. Otherwise, you can always just come with some random things, and we take a peek at as it comes to fruition. So, thanks for joining us and hanging with us, guys. We had a few extra people in here today, which is awesome. I think from the TobyWorld. So, thanks Hidden for throwing that out to them. And we'll add that to our weekly checklist of things to have a peek at and go from there.